Kentama-sensei, and I'm here today to bring you the video about Doflamingo versus Cracker. Now, I know that this topic has gotten pretty old, but it's something near and dear to my heart because Doflamingo is one of my favorite One Piece villains of all time, and I feel like he's getting massively disrespected because people are saying that Cracker can defeat him. Now, let's get into it and see why I'm right. Now, Doflamingo used Bird Cage, which I feel like it probably didn't take a lot of stamina, but it did take some stamina. You cannot create something like that and it's just like nothing happens to you. Some negative effect, no matter how small it was, affected Doflamingo, which I feel like is probably about a 5%, at least 5%. Deduction from his stamina, but still, Doflamingo, the Heavenly Demon, he's still a real trill nigga. But yeah, so he also had to fight against Luffy and Law, and he had to take their combo move, and Law where ended up letting Law use Gamma Knife, which messed up his organs, just ripped it to shreds. And he had to use his awakening power strings in order to heal his stomach and his small intestine, large intestine, kidneys, and his liver, or whatever else organs we got down there. But still, this dude's fighting with shredded organs in which he is holding together himself. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't think I'd be able to fight even if I had a stomachache. Like, and this dude's fighting with a ripped stomach. Everything is just ripped to shreds, and the only way he's even able to walk is because he can use awakening and that he can use the strings to hold his organs together. Now, let's take a look at Cracker real quick. Cracker can create any amount of armor that he can control, but that's one thing I want to talk about. He might be able, he says he can create an almost infinite amount, but he doesn't say he can control an almost infinite amount, which I feel like is two different things. Now, let's go back into the war that Doflamingo made King Riku and his army slash the townspeople and wreak havoc among them. Now, we don't know how many people Doflamingo can control with his puppet string, but it has to be a lot of people that can control an entire army and just wreak havoc on an entire country. Now, I feel like if they did come to fight, that Cracker being able to make an infinite amount of armor would be canceled out by Doflamingo being able to control people. I feel like he controls people by using strings, obviously, to be able to make people do what he wants them to do. And he uses strings on all their limbs, but we only see one string because it would be so convoluted, seeing like all these strings holding up all their limbs, their joints and everything, moving it around. So I feel like Doflamingo will be able to use puppet string on Cracker's armor. Now, also, Doflamingo has awakening, which affects the inside of your body and the outside environment. Now, he'll be able to turn the environment to his advantage, being able to turn anything he wants into strings. And with Biscuits being inanimate objects, I feel like he would also be able to turn the Biscuit armor into strings, even if he couldn't control them with puppets, but I feel like he can because I don't see why not. But even if he couldn't do that, and even if he couldn't turn each armor into strings because of his awakening, because it's like another person's devil fruit power, like we don't know what would happen with that. But still, even if he couldn't, he could still control the environment. And Whole Cake Island is just full of buildings and whatnot, so I just don't see why he wouldn't be able to attack Cracker better than Luffy can. Because if we look at it, both of these people are more well suited to fight multiple enemies than Luffy is. Luffy is basically a 1v1 fighter, even though he did fight like a hell of people a bunch of times, but he is still mostly a 1v1 fighter for his strongest attacks. He does have attacks that can sweep and take out a large number of weaker enemies, but Doflamingo and Cracker are more suited to fight more people. That's why Luffy is having more trouble with Cracker though, because he has to break through each and every piece of Cracker's armor, while with Doflamingo, he just could get straight at him. And that's one thing that people are misconstruing. They're like, oh man, Cracker's armor is so strong that he can't get to him. But Cracker is a one-trick pony. All he has is his armor. While Doflamingo is so diverse, so robust that he can go any which way that he wants to. He can use puppet string to control the people you love or whatnot. He can go at you. He even has the even more moves and trump cards that we haven't seen. The God string, 16 holy strings, whatever that move was. He has all of those moves. And I also think that move wasn't at full power because once again, Doflamingo was hurt. So I just don't see how Cracker can win against Doflamingo because Doflamingo has him outclassed in every way except for maybe stamina. Because Cracker's stamina is pretty crazy because he just want to take he just not want to get no hits. So he's like, I have to be able to have the power to control so much armor, so that he will not get hit. But he got cocky or he got impatient and tried to attack a Gear 4 tank man. Same thing Doflamingo did. He was laughing at Luffy in Gear 4 until he got handled. And then we saw it, like, oh shoot, this Gear 4 thing is it's a problem. But yeah, so like that's my view on it. Tell me what y'all think. I just feel like no matter what, I just don't see how Cracker can defeat Doflamingo. Now, with that being said, that is all. This is my first video, so please show me some love. And even if you don't agree with what I'm saying, if you like the way I'm saying, if you like what I'm doing, if you want more videos, whatever, just like, share, comment, anything, whatever y'all want to do, man. Even if you disagree, tell me I'm stupid, tell me I'm dumb, tell me whatever. I really don't care, but I just want to argue with people and argue, but debate. And I want to see your view, because you might have something that I never saw. So yeah, just send me whatever. I don't care. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Yeah, all right. See y'all next time.